continent of Australia now, trying to take over Rise Wrestling here, going against Kimber Lee.
We'll see what happens here when these two go one-on-one.
Kimber Lee, a former Chikara Grand Champion, so you know if she can pull off a feat like that, she can take out here Shazza McKenzie. And to become the Chikara Grand Champion, Kimber Lee defeated a man. A tough, tough, tough woman she is. No stranger to the Northeast independent scene and no stranger to women's professional wrestling. Kimber Lee and Shazza McKenzie going one-on-one here.
I was saying bye to my mom.
Oh, yeah,
she's leaving.
That's right. See you later, Sue. Nice meeting you.
So I'm back now, back to the Calling the Action. Kimber Lee, what were you talking about? What were you saying?
I was just laying it out about Kimber Lee and how she was a former Chikara Grand Champion, and which means she's one tough cookie.
We want to thank all of you for joining us here live tonight, just outside of Chicago. Chicago's such a great wrestling city, Sanjay.
You ain't kidding. A lot of history here in Chicago, Illinois. Some of my favorite professional wrestlers come from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Sanjay, you know that I'm from here. Kimber Lee got caught there by Shazza McKenzie. Look at this. Oh, I love this pinning opportunity here for Shazza and a kick out at 2.
So at Rise 8 last week in Los Angeles, Kimber Lee and Shazza were in a 4-way elimination match. Shazza eliminated Kimber Lee, and well, Kimber Lee said, you know what? I'm not going to let this go. She's hung around ringside, hid at ringside, and then cost Shazza the victory as well. And that brings us here to Rise 9 and a one-on-one contest.
Shazza in the blue, sparkly blue, and the white skirt, and Kimber Lee in the black, silver, and green. As look at this from Shazza McKenzie from Australia. Hands locked. Oh, turnbuckle power bomb.
Look at that buckle bomb by Kimber Lee. Shazza, she's no stranger to Rise. She made her debut at Rise 5 against...
I interrupted you. As you can see, Shazza McKenzie and Kimber Lee.
Me.
You were talking about Rise 5 and debuts.
Don't worry about it.
I won't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I got nothing to say.
We're following along in the chat room with all of you. If you join our Twitch Prime, we will mention it. We will mention your name here on the stream. And you know, Sanjay, I've learned more and more about Twitch.
Yes.
We're called streamers.
Streamers, that's right. We're streamers.
Shoulders down.
We're not Twitchers.
No.
We're not Twitchers, we're streamers. And we are streaming live here from the shadows of Chicago, Illinois, as you say.
Yes, just outside, I believe. You can see the shadow of the... I don't think they call it the Sears Tower anymore.
Is that right?
It's called something totally different. Oh!
Wow.
I'm an 80s kid, so to me it'll always be the Sears Tower.
Sears Tower it is, and standing over Shazza McKenzie, much like the Sears Tower here, is Kimber Lee, taking it to Shazza. She's an aggressive one, Kimber Lee, I tell you.
Just reading all of your comments here in the chat room. New sub and new user of Twitch from the UK, that's Katie Ann. Thanks for joining us.
Shout out Katie Ann. You know, Josh, I'm really wondering what's going to happen here with the Phoenix Arise Championship after these two unfortunate injuries to Delilah Doom and Shotzi Blackheart. Hopefully we'll find out the fate of that title by the end of the night.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are talking about in the chat room and what's going to happen with the championship, the Phoenix of Rise champion. Nice tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Oh, into a schoolboy.
Shoulders down and a kick out. Great match developing here between Kimber Lee and Shazza McKenzie. Step up in Seguri. She goes for the cover. Hooks both legs, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2.
Nice step up in Seguri there. We saw a nice step up in Seguri from Madison Rain earlier as well.
This is a very competitive match. Sanjay, would you say that these two are evenly matched?
Well, I have not come to that assertion as of yet. I feel there's a bit of a difference here between the two. Kimber Lee, much more aggressive than Shazza. She is not afraid to get down and dirty and rough and rugged, whereas Shazza, I feel, is a little taken aback by that approach.
Jay Blaze says, since we missed Tessa, put her in the main event. As we mentioned, guys, we will try to make that match available to you via our VOD here on Twitch as Kimber goes for the cover and hooks the leg and a kick out.
Big kick out there by Shazza McKenzie. Staying alive here. Kimber Lee is really taking the majority of this matchup.
You know, Sanjay, while we have a moment, let's talk for a second about what transpired this past Thursday night on Impact. Just an incredible show. We've been talking about it all day. There's a buzz around what transpired Thursday.
There's a buzz, of course, you know, Josh.
Shoulders down, sorry to interrupt you, and a kick out.
We were talking earlier, and I said to you, Josh, I got done watching that episode of Impact, and I thought it was one of the best.
Another cover and a kick out.
Best episodes I have ever seen. So much stuff is happening, so much stuff coming to a head as we head into our anniversary on July 22nd, our 16th anniversary as a company. Slammiversary will be coming to you live on pay-per-view.
Going to be a great night on July 22nd. And of course, tickets are available for July 23rd and July 24th as we tape all new episodes of Impact Wrestling. So imagine, Sanjay, you don't want to wait till Thursday night after Slammiversary. You want to know what's going to happen? Well, you can join us in Toronto.
It's going to be a great 3 days of action, 3 nights of Impact Wrestling action. Look at Kimber Lee.
Ooh.
Very aggressive.
And then,
very
Sanjay,
aggressive.
This Monday, you and I start our Twitch show at noon Eastern Time. It's called Analyze This.
That's right.
What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about?
We're going to analyze. Your hairdo from 1999. We're going to do that.
Well, I'm not sure which hairdo that is. We saw this attempted earlier, and this time Shazza comes up with a Hurricane Rana.
There it is.
Firing away, back and forth they go.
The tide is slowly shifting here for Shazza. Big boot, big caught. Oh,
Whoa, look at this.
Well, ain't that interesting?
And Kitman, now we've got a pair of splits.
How about that?
Trading punches. Have you ever seen this before?
No, I haven't.
This is unique. Oh. Oh. Both.
Double knockout there by Shazza and Kimber Lee. Both women down. What's going to happen next?
We'll see who can get to their feet first. This is a critical moment in this matchup for both Kimber Lee and Shazza McKenzie.
You know, Josh, I've always been a fan of women's wrestling. I first fell in love with women's wrestling watching All Japan Women in the mid-90s. Women like Manami Toyota, women like Bull Nakano, women like Kyoko Inoue, QT Suzuki. I fell in love with the heart and fire of those women, and I've been a fan of women's wrestling ever since.
And just think how far we've come. Now we have Rise and Shimmer, and you can see women's wrestling at its very finest, and we've been talking about it throughout the night as well, Sanjay. You're getting a chance to look into the future here live tonight, thanks to Impact Wrestling, thanks to Rise, and of course thanks to Twitch.
Absolutely. Look at Shazza McKenzie bringing it now. She said, look, Kimber Lee, you want to be all aggressive? I can be as aggressive as well. And, you know, speaking of mid-90s Japanese women's wrestling, Shazza McKenzie with those kicks really reminded me of when I used to watch Dynamite Kansai.
Shoulders down, hold that thought, and a kick out.
From the old JWP women's wrestling promotion in the mid-90s. And that was one heck of a crossbody there by Shazza, still showing some life.
And look at Shazza here, perhaps going through for a back suplex, a Saito throw.
Look at that.
Got caught here. Look at this. What a German from Kimber Lee. That's power. And Sanjay, you talked about the power of Kimber Lee earlier. We're seeing it on full display right now. This is strong style wrestling.
You ain't kidding. That's 3 German suplexes with a bridge.
That'll do it. Shoulders down, and somehow Shazza McKenzie kicks out at 2.
How did she kick out of that one?
Very impressive in this match.
That first German suplex was bad enough. Followed it up with 2 more. Great, beautiful bridge there on the third one by Kimber Lee. Now she's heading to the top.
What will Kimber Lee do from the top rope? She's taking her time, and here comes Shazza in hot pursuit.
It almost looks like Kimber Lee's bleeding in the back of the head, but I've now realized that it's just her hair color.
Yes, it's purple. Look at this. Oh, no!
Oh!
Kimber Lee held on.
Are we going to see this? I've seen her hit this double stomp before, Josh, off the top.
Kimber Lee
going to hit it.
High above. Look at her swanton.
Whoa!
Shazza goes low. Shazza looking for the cutter, perhaps. Nope. Kimber holds on. Shoulders down. Stacked her up, and a victory for Kimber Lee.
Here is your winner, the crown jewel, Kimber Lee.
Sanjay, are you surprised at the outcome of this matchup?